My master would never have dreamed that after he dug out my destiny bone and gave it to my junior brother, not only did I not die, but I actually fell into the demonic path. To completely eradicate me, my master rallied the entire cultivation world to hunt me down, but I was hopelessly outnumbered. In the end, I lunged at the crowd and chose self-destruction. When I opened my eyes again, I had been reborn on the day my junior brother challenged me. Looking at the crowd before me, my resentment was overwhelming. Given a second chance, I swear I'll make these hypocrites perish, body and soul. Master, I choose to challenge senior brother Lu. The junior brother in green robes declared with unwavering determination. In the square, countless disciples of the profound Heaven Dao sect wore expressions of shock. After all, senior brother Lu Chen possessed the primordial body and had formed his golden core by the age of 28. Even within the entire cultivation world, he was considered a top-tier genius. As for Zhang Yao, with his profound heaven sacred body, no matter how high his potential, he was merely at the foundation establishment stage. How dare he challenge a nascent soul stage expert? Foundation establishment challenging nascent soul? Has junior brother Zhang Yao lost his mind? Yeah, a foundation establishment cultivator fighting a nascent soul? That's pure fantasy. Junior brother Zhang Yao must have misspoken. Countless disciples of the mystical Dawn sect were whispering among themselves. The stunning beauty seated on the high platform at this moment also slightly furrowed her brow. Yaoer, are you certain you wish to choose Lu Chen? She is the master of the Celestial Mystery Peak, one of the mystical Dawn sect's 32 peaks. Her name is Su Wantang, and she is precisely the master Zhang Yao wishes to apprentice under this time. Hearing this, Zhang Yao's gaze turned resolute. His tone was definite. Yes, master, I wish to challenge the senior brother. I know there is a gap between him and me, but we cultivators must challenge the strong to improve. I beg master to grant me this. Hearing Zhang Yao's certain tone, many mystical Dawn sect disciples were shocked by his courage. A foundation establishment cultivator fighting a nascent soul cultivator? How could he possibly win? You gotta be kidding. Yeah, right. This isn't just arrogance. It's downright overestimating himself. Many disciples were dismissive. But these people were only a small portion of the sect. Most who heard the news praised Zhang Yao. Forget whether he can win or not. Just having the guts, as a foundation cultivator, to challenge a nascent soul stage expert is seriously impressive. An intersect elder also praised him highly. Excellent. Worthy of being the mystical Dawn's sacred body. Truly bold and decisive. Upon the main seat, hearing the confidence in Zhang Yao's tone, Su Wantang also cast an appreciative glance his way. No wonder he was the chosen one. With that thought, he shifted his gaze to the figure below the main seat. A young man in white robes, deep in thought with a faint aura. Lu Chen, what's your take on this? Senior brother Lu. Senior brother Lu! A playful junior sister next to the high platform kept nudging you. You finally stirred awake from her persistent pushing. You looked up, dazed, scanning your surroundings. Once the familiar scenery came into focus, you shot to your feet. This is the profound Heaven Dao sect. I've been reborn. You dug your nails hard into your palm. The sharp pain confirmed it. This was no dream. I really have been reborn. Reborn to the day before he was going to publicly challenge me. Lu Chen, why are you just standing there? Your junior brother wants to challenge you. What do you think? Su Wanta's voice carried a hint of impatience. Hearing that familiar voice, the initial surprise in your eyes was instantly replaced by a terrifying crimson glow. Hatred erupted in your chest. Memories from your past life flooded back like a tide. In your past life, it was right here in this very place that he was about to arrogantly announce his challenge. Zhang Yao was originally just a lowly sweeper in the profound Heaven Dao sect, but he accidentally awakened the profound Heaven Sacred Body. The profound Heaven Sacred Body is incredibly powerful. Although it can't compare to your own primordial Genesis body, it's still one of the world's top-tier peerless constitutions. The most crucial part is the founding patriarch of the Xuanxiao Dao sect. He is also the legendary Xuanxiao Sacred Body. So Zhang Yao instantly became the hottest commodity in the entire sect. All the peak masters were circling around him, just hoping to take him as their disciple. But for some reason, Zhang Yao specifically chose your master, Su Wantang. However, Qingyun has had an ancient sect rule. Each peak master can only have 7 personal disciples. If Peak Master Yi wanted to take an 8th disciple, either one had to be expelled, or one had to be challenged. Win the challenge, and you can stay as the 8th personal disciple. And your master, Su Wantang, had already taken on 7 full disciples. So for Zhang Yao to enter her school, he had to challenge one of the 7. Normally, you'd challenge the weakest of the 7. That way, your chances are higher. But Zhang Yao was different. He had awakened the Xuanxiao Sacred Body. Overnight, he went from a floor-sweeping servant to someone everyone fought over. Naturally, he was full of himself. He was arrogant, thinking he was above everyone else. So he directly chose you, the most famous and powerful disciple in the Xuanxiao Dao sect. He knew full well he was no match for you, but he also knew Master Su Wantang liked him a lot. So this whole thing was just a formality. No matter who he challenged, Su Wantang always makes you guys go easy on him. So picking any opponent is basically the same deal. Why not pick the most powerful one out there? A foundation establishment cultivator fighting a nascent soul cultivator? If he wins like that, his fame will spread throughout the cultivation world in no time. That's why he chose you. As a nascent soul prodigy, you naturally have your own pride. You can't just throw a fight and lose to a foundation establishment kid. Plus, if word got out, how embarrassing would that be for you? The folks at the sect are reasonable people. They might not believe it. But if rumors spread and some mortals found out that a nascent soul cultivator actually lost to a foundation establishment one, your reputation would be ruined. So when your master, Su Wantang, made her request, You refused without hesitation, but you still underestimated how much Su Wantang dotes on Jiang Yao. At first, Su Wantang pretended to politely ask you, but after you kept refusing, she flew into a rage. She declared that if you weren't willing to go easy, she'd kick you out of the sect right then and there. The outcome was the same. You were completely shocked, just because of some unrelated outsider. She was willing to throw away all those years of master-disciple bonds. At that moment, you felt a chill in your heart. But you're someone who values relationships deeply. You couldn't bear to let go of that bond with your master. So even though you hesitated, you ended up saying yes. What you didn't expect was, after you agreed to prevent you from accidentally hurting anyone, Master Jiang Yao actually sealed your cultivation down to the early foundation establishment stage. You accepted this power suppression, because at the time, you thought this entry challenge was just a formality. You could just forfeit and be done with it. But this guy Jiang Yao, who knows where he learned these crooked methods, actually started using some vicious underhanded techniques, and somehow he found out about your weakness. He specifically targeted your vital points. Your cultivation was suppressed, putting you a minor realm below Jiang Yao. Combined with the fact you were already holding back on purpose, you were struggling to deal with Jiang Yao's vicious attacks, especially when Jiang Yao actually summoned the Zhenxiao sword. That was your Heavenly Whirlwind Sect's sacred Zhenfeng sword. The Zhenxiao sword was forged as an imitation of the genuine immortal artifact, the Xuanxiao sword. Even though its power isn't on par with the Xuanxiao, it's still one of the world's top-tier sacred weapons. You never would have thought that the master would give the Zhenfeng sacred weapon to Jiang Yao. And with Jiang Yao launching a sneak attack, you couldn't react in time and got injured. Seeing this scene, countless disciples of the Xuanjiao Dao sect were shocked and horrified by Jiang Yao's strength. Seeing Jiang Yao wound you, they all cheered loudly. Hearing the cheers, Jiang Yao got even more fired up. He went all out, attacking you with everything he had. Seeing Jiang Yao's performance, you got angry. That he could even hurt you was ultimately just because you were going easy on him. Actually, going easy isn't even the right word. It was more like you were holding back an ocean. You'd already given him chance after chance, but it seemed like Jiang Yao was getting addicted to showing off. He just kept getting more aggressive. So finally, you'd had enough. You stopped holding back and subdued Jiang Yao with a single palm strike. But right after you injured Jiang Yao with that strike, your master Su Wantang instantly couldn't sit still. She personally stepped in, using her divine power to suppress you right in front of everyone. She actively fussed over Jiang Yao, asking if he was hurt anywhere. But she completely disregarded your feelings. Injuring your own sect brother, you're too vicious. If anything happens to Yao Er, I will absolutely not let you get away with this. After leaving those icy words, she carried Jiang Yao away. Seeing the master act like this, the other disciples all rushed to point fingers and blame you. Seeing your brother, that was way too harsh. Subduing Jiang Yao with one palm. Isn't this just a senior bullying a junior? Yeah, couldn't he have gone a little easier? Was all that cruelty really necessary? You're only figuring that out now? Our senior brother has always been heartless and ungrateful. Serves him right, getting suppressed by the master now. Looking at the countless fellow disciples suppressed in the plaza's center, they showed not a shred of sympathy. Instead, they all hurled insults. Even though you won, Master Su Wantang still defied the sect's rules, and forcibly took Jiang Yao as her disciple. From that day on, you became the laughingstock of the entire sect. Also starting that day, the master focused all her teachings on Jiang Yao. Your relationship with the master grew increasingly distant. None of that mattered. It was all unimportant. Until one day, Jiang Yao went out for training, and accidentally damaged her foundation, learning you possessed a 9 Revolution Spirit Mushroom. Master Su Wantang came to find you. She demanded you hand it over. The 9 Revolution Spirit Mushroom contains primordial spiritual essence. Consuming it can repair one's foundation and solidify the immortal path. It's a peerless treasure in this world. You obtained this divine herb after 3 months of arduous training, surviving countless life and death trials. You had been saving it to prepare for your breakthrough to the nascent soul stage. Su Wantang ordered you to surrender it, all for Jiang Yao's sake. Naturally, you refused. But Su Wantang didn't say much more. With his peak divine transformation cultivation, he just straight up snatched your divine medicine. Even though you were a young prodigy, you couldn't beat him back then. So you had to ask other elders in the sect for help. But you never expected, even though the Profound Sky Dao sect claimed to be a righteous immortal sect, their actions were no different from the demonic clans. The whole sect was a den of snakes and rats. Some of them were on good terms with Su Wantang, and the rest were just afraid of offending him, so no one stood up to get justice for you. For a time, you were utterly disheartened. You thought about leaving the sect, but the entire sect feared your talent. They were terrified you'd join a rival sect, so they sealed your cultivation and put you under house arrest, just as your star was about to rise. And you fell into deep despair. Then, right as you were trying to break through to the nascent soul stage, because you were too impatient and rushed it, you suffered a cultivation deviation. It caused your nascent soul to shatter, leaving you on death's door. Your master Su Wantang personally proposed extracting your heaven-defying bone to transplant it into Jiang Yao, because Jiang Yao possessed the mystical roar sacred body, and even though your natural talent was strong, because of the house arrest, you held nothing but malice towards the sect, so the entire sect unanimously agreed. That's why Su Wantang personally extracted your spiritual root. They stripped you of your primordial origin. They even severed your connection to your fated woman, and transferred it all into Jiang Yao's body. Without your primordial origin and fated woman, you were just a worthless cripple. So they tossed you out like trash, dumping you in a mass burial ground, leaving you to die. But you're no ordinary man. Driven by sheer will and burning hatred, you survived. From that day on, you embraced the demonic path, fueled by your rage. You mastered dark arts and forbidden magic, With your innate talent, you drained all the sinister energy from the burial grounds, making it your own power. After years of insane cultivation and slaughter, your strength skyrocketed. You became a notorious demon lord. When word got out about a new demon lord, righteous cultivators came to hunt you down. But without exception, they all fell to your sword. Your infamy grew and grew. Countless major sects sent forces to kill you, including the Profound Heaven Dao sect. When they realized the demon lord was you, they were shocked and terrified. Shocked you're still alive, shocked by how fast you're growing. They figure if you keep growing, you'll come for revenge. So they go all out to hunt you down. Almost the entire sect mobilizes. Leading the charge is none other than Su Wantang, your master's fiancé. They're terrified you'll grow powerful and retaliate. So they rally all the righteous forces in the cultivation world to besiege you. No matter how strong or monstrous you are, you're no match for this alliance of so many righteous sects. So in the end, you lose. But you don't die a humiliating death. You finally charge straight into the ranks of the Yuanqiao Dao sect. You choose to self-destruct. At the moment of your explosion, your heart is filled with intense resentment. I hate this. I didn't get to wipe them all out. If only I had a few more years. I could have crushed every last one of them.